Animal Crossing friends, I am that girl from Vespera. I make Animal Crossing and other life simulation game contents. For future videos like this one, please consider subscribing. For today's video, I will be doing an island tour. So basically, this is like the 4th iteration of my island, and there's also an initial iteration of this urban part of my island. So basically, this is 4.1 of Vespera, so Vespera 4.1. So let's dive right into it. And just a heads up, I have kept most of my Christmas decorations still because I don't want to get rid of them while there's still snow around. So just don't mind them. We'll start over here at the entrance, and if we go here, this is my bush sundial. This is inspired by those bush sundials that I've seen in Pinterest. So basically, it blooms sequentially according to the season. So now that it's January, these ones are in bloom. I'm not sure if these are camellias, but I think that's it. And then maybe we'll check this other area here. This is where my lone jack villager is living. This is actually initially designed for Rold. He was a former resident of Vespera, but he asked to move out, and currently the jack villager that I have is Rudy, but he's out of his house. And basically I just designed his house with all of these gears that can be used to exercise, because that's all they talk about, right? And this part of my beach, well, let me show you first before anything else. Let me show you first my map. So yeah, this part of my beach, well, actually a lot of, well, 100% of the beach area, aside from those with my villagers like Audie and Dizzy, those parts of the beaches, they are fully designed. But the other ones, the other beaches, they're actually, or I actually left them bare because nobody's looking at them during the winter. So I kept them bare like this one. And let's go to my resident services area. So here's my resident services area, and as you can see, my Christmas tree and Christmas decorations are still there because they look nice and I don't want to take them out yet. And basically I extended my resident services area because I want this to be a place where people hang out, and most of my villagers, they would sit here in these benches, which really makes me very happy. This custom design, this custom path that I have here, I just downloaded through the Able Sisters kiosk. So basically everything that you will see, all the custom designs that I've used in my island is not mine. I have just downloaded them through the Able Sisters kiosk, and I have listed them all in the description box below in case you want to use them too. You can go ahead and check them. And let me just pop that balloon first because I've been missing some of the festive, oh my god, way off, festive decorations, festive DIYs. And I'm not sure if I can still get them since it's already January, but I don't know. So it's not. So that's the resident services area. Here's Judy. She's enjoying her night over here. From the resident services area, you can go directly to the Nook's Cranny as well as the Able Sister shop. But let me show you this area first. So I like this area a lot because it really gives my island that urban look. And basically I also did the same thing for my Nook's Cranny and my Able Sister shop. I used this custom path that is similar to the plaza in the resident services area because I really wanted to make an area, a shopping district area. So basically this is where the residents or my villagers actually go to when they do their shopping. So as you can see, I have all the Christmas decorations still up as well, but I changed my holly bushes because I like to have the updated one, and I've planted all the Camilla ones because they are already in bloom. And we will not go through the Nook's Cranny because you already know what it looks like. So this is where everybody goes if they are doing their shopping, and I have put several garden bench all over the urban area because I want my villagers to interact with the benches. I want to see them sit there, but let's be real, they don't even use it because they just sit on the floor. So that's my kind of shopping district area. And from here, from the resident services area, you can also access the house of Dizzy. He's actually new to my island, and this area in the beach is initially designed for Stitches. He's actually a lazy villager that has been in my island for a long time, and I let him go and I replaced him with another lazy villager, which is Dizzy. As you can see, he's very new because I still don't have his picture. We're not best friends yet, but I'm working on it. Well, basically, Dizzy is a rich person. He has his own pool. He hosts party over here, but they don't anymore because, you know, COVID and all. He has a car. He owns a car. He's very rich. And actually, most of my villagers, they hang out here because of, I guess that it's because of the song. I always see them here vibing, singing. From here, we can go through the museum 3 ways. One from here, and then the other is actually over here. But I just want to show you the city cafe that I made right next to the resident services area. It's over here. So this is my city cafe. This is located right next to the resident services area. This is where my villagers hang out when they want to drink coffee and read books. And there's also music over here. And this is actually a 2-story establishment. So you can sit over here in this couch, and there's also a second floor. There's also music over here, and then you can also hang out over here. And if you go out of the second floor of my city cafe, you can see my gas station area. So this is where people would refuel, and I basically just planted a bunch of bushes over here because I love them a lot. And this one I saw somewhere, I don't know where, but I saw a picture probably or a video of an island with this mom plushies, and they made it look like they're in do you call this playground or a park. So maybe they're just fetching this stick over here. So I like to look at this one because it makes my island more homey. And this area is basically all just streets, and it's actually where you would see my museum. It's over here, and this is Marshall sitting over there. I don't know what I tried to accomplish with this bridge, since it doesn't really align with the museum, but maybe I was just trying to fill space, and I was just trying to use the last bridge that I am allowed to. But for me, it works, and I'm not likely to take it down yet at this point. And here's another area right around the museum where you can hang out, buy some drinks over there, food over here. And I have placed this garbage can over here because I just feel like this is going to be the area where people smokes, where those visitors from in the museum, this is where they go and smoke. And I had just placed some of these around the island because everyone needs to be hydrated. And this is actually the incline that you saw earlier with the park clock. And if we explore the other part, this one is this area is actually dedicated for Marshall and Judy. This is where their house is located. So basically my villagers in my island, they all have jobs except for Dizzy, because Dizzy is a rich guy. We don't know what his occupation is, but he's just basically rich. So Marshall over here is a doctor, as you can see. He has his office over here, and he prescribes medicine here for people who are sick. And Judy over here runs a music store and an instrument store. So this is where you can buy old records, some antique guitars and violins and stuff like that. And if you go here, this is the street right next to the Able Sisters shop. So basically that's my urban area in my island. And let me show you my map. So I am here at this point, And as you can see, this urban area is actually separated from the rest of the island because the rest of the island is my attempt to create a cottagecore island. So it's the urban area is connected to the cottagecore area by a bridge. And I'll show you later where the ranch starts, because my character in this island owns a ranch, and the ranch starts at the Christmas tree area. Let me just show you because it's hard to explain. Let me pop that balloon first before anything else. This is the bridge that connects my urban area to the cottagecore area where my ranch is located. So let's explore the other side. This is actually not a part of the ranch yet. This is where Audie's house is located. As you can see, we're best friends. And Audie in my island is a fashion designer. She runs a fashion house, and it's a seaside fashion house. This is where she entertains her clients, and this is where they do their fittings. And these designs are not mine. I just searched for them in Pinterest and downloaded them. All of them are in the description below in case you want to download them as well. As you can see, this is where she makes clothes. And this is also connected to an area that I just made to fill the space. I just planted a bunch of coconut tree over here. I don't know what I was trying to achieve with this one, but I like it. And I have left this area bare because I don't want to put items on them, because I want this area to be accessible in case I need to fish. And I don't know, it just doesn't make sense to me to put items there. And over here is Ruby. Oh, thank you so much. Rudy is my Jack villager. He's been hanging out over here. And this is Rancho de Vespera. This is the ranch that my character owns, and it's a it's a ranch and it's a farm. I don't know. And basically there are a lot of small areas within the ranch and facilities that we run, because the income of those facilities is what we use for the upkeep of the ranch. And some of my villagers are working for me. And so this is the entrance of my ranch. And basically this is the cottagecore orchard that I had before. Well, it just doesn't make sense to me to keep the orchard during the winter, and I wanted a bigger place for my tree farm. So this is where my tree farm is right now, but come springtime I will move them out and plant a bunch of fruit trees, because I want to redesign another cottagecore orchard. And this is how my tree farm looks like. This is also a place where people can do gift dropping. This is another area of my tree farm as well, And this is run by Phoebe. She's the caretaker of my orchard area, and now it's the tree farm. And in my island, aside from being a caretaker of my orchard area, Phoebe also is a pottery master. So this is where she would teach a class for pottery making. You can also buy pottery items over here. And basically, this part of the beach is empty. I don't know what I was trying to achieve over here, but these things are so hard to dive that I wanted to keep them, and they're there. And this is my peninsula. You might probably have seen this in one of my video when I created this. I just basically created this because I wanted to fill the space, and it just seems appropriate to put a painting area over here. And the painting is waves because of course it's overlooking the ocean. And this part of my beach is empty, so let's not go there. And if we go up from Phoebe's house, this is my butterfly garden. I have some butterfly model that I commissioned from Flick, and I have displayed them over here. And I planted some of bamboos over here because I wanted to plant some bamboos to have all the trees represented in my island. So that's my butterfly area. And over here is where Grizzly is situated. Grizzly is my lone cranky villager. This area is initially designed for kabuki. When kabuki was still in my island, this is an outdoor bath. But then now that Grizzly is here and kabuki is no longer in my island, I created a mush cafe over here that is being run by Grizzly. And since he is also an employee of the ranch, Grizzly, he is actually the caretaker of my campsite over there, which will go in a second. And Grizzly over here is very fond of reading, so I made him a small area where he could read. And so yeah, that's my mush cafe. And if we go up, I love this sign. I've had it since the second iteration of my island. This is a trekking sign. So this is where my camping site starts. So this is a fishing area where after you fish you can cook some of the food, and you can eat over here, do some picnic. And basically I just decorated this, planted a lot of flowers and bushes and trees because I wanted to be very green, because the idea is that people are coming over here to be closer to nature. And this bridge connects to the campsite area. This is my campsite sign, and this is where campers would gather around to enjoy the fire and read. And I just put some items over here for camping. Basically, that's my campsite. If we go in this area, this is a very small space, so I didn't really have any idea how to decorate this. So I've been obsessed with making fishing areas. So this is what I was trying to achieve over here. An area where people can fish. And this is my island cave area. So this is not an original idea, of course, because there are a lot of them online. So basically, this is my island cave area. I just placed a simple panel, made it black, so that it makes like an illusion that it's a cave. And I just placed random things over there and items. Please don't mind those custom designs because I actually replaced some of my custom designs and I have yet to delete them, and it doesn't make sense for them to be there. And this is where my beach area is, my secret beach where Red comes. But this is actually from probably the third iteration of my island. I don't know how to decorate it, so I just kept it like this. I I've put a jail bar over here to safeguard the island from Red. And basically that's it for this part of the island. And let's go down to Phoebe's house and we can probably explore the other part of the ranch. So just a reminder, this is still part of the ranch because I own majority of the land over here in Vespera because I do all the work. And this is like a small island that connects to this is connected to my old farm in the ranch. But before we go there, let's explore this space first. This is a very awkward space. I just planted a bunch of flowers, trees, and put some random things. But this area, I had a vision in mind because I wanted to decorate this area with a lot of ducks. So this is their sanctuary. I don't know, and I don't think it makes sense that they are outside during the winter, but it looks so serene that they are there even though it's freezing. And if we come back here, this is where Julia lives. Julia is my favorite in the island. She's my favorite Animal Crossing villager. And this is where her laundry area is. In the third iteration of my island, Julia runs a beauty salon, but then I wanted to take her out of the urban area and put her at a closer location to my house because she's my favorite. So I've placed her here, and I don't know, I'm not really decided yet if Julia is a painter or if she helps me run the ranch. She's helping me manage everything over here in the ranch. That's why she's there. And And if we go over here, this is actually where my pumpkin patch was located previously. And this area I have decided is going to be a seasonal area. Since I started to decorate this as my pumpkin patch, and it doesn't make sense to keep them at this time because it's winter. So what I did is I made an area where there's an ice sculpting competition. So these are the winners. The annual Vespera ice sculpting competition is being held over here, and it's being televised because it's an annual thing. And this area is where you buy some popsicles and party and drink some adult beverages. But you can, hold on, this is where you go first to buy a ticket before you can go ahead and watch the ice sculpting event. Anyway, before we go through that part, the other side, let me just explore this area. This is where Goldie is located. She is also a staff in the ranch. Goldie is a plant mom, and she helps me with my farm, my pumpkin patch, when it's spring. And she also runs this plant shop. We're not best friends yet because she's very kind of new to my island. That is where Fauna's house is located previously. So Fauna owns that place, and when she left, Goldie took over. And basically this one is a lake. This is Lake Vespera, and I had this big chunk of space that I didn't really know what to do, and I don't know how to design it. And I was inspired by videos online that created this big chunk of island into a lake, and I realized that it's a brilliant idea because it would take up a lot of space, and I didn't really have to think of other ideas to fill that space. So this is Lake Vespera, and it's also right next to Eric's horse stable. So Eric also works for the ranch, and he takes care of all the horses over here. Eric is here exploring. This is his house, and look at him, he's very cute. Yeah. So this is my attempt to create a cottagecore area. I don't know if I was able to pull it off, but basically that is Goldie and Eric's area. And there's another balloon. Way off. I always feel impatient waiting for the balloons. And if we go past the ice sculpting area, this is my farm. This is the island farm. I made a video creating this one as well, but I took down the design as well as the plants because it doesn't make sense to keep them because it's winter. And I've just let the grass grow over here because I wanted to make it look overgrown because nobody's tending it since it's winter. And this is where my house is located. If we go here, this is Vespera bed and breakfast. My house, I turned it into a small bed and breakfast because um, it's an additional way for the ranch to get some money for the upkeep of the ranch. And as you can see, there's still Christmas tree over here, and I created this rock garden over here right in front of the house. And this is very random. When I got the kids tent, I just placed it here, placed the cushion over here, the mom cushion and the cake and the plushie, and I've never taken them down. It looks cozy, so I probably wouldn't take them down anytime soon. And this is my house. We'll check it out later because we're almost done. We'll go to another area before we do that. So this is also a small, this is a pond, right? Because it's small. So this is a pond, and I initially envisioned this to be a place for another character, so I went and made another character, but um it just doesn't work out for me. It didn't work out for me, so I deleted the other character, and I just designed this space with the kids tent because I was trying to make it probably a camping area where people can gather. So this one is the first tent, and they are fishing over here, and they can cook their food over here, grill the food. And this one is the second tent, and I've placed book over here because those campers, maybe they love to read. And this one I just placed random trees over there, planted some flowers. And this is the third tent where villagers or campers, probably they love to play the ukulele. And this area of the beach is where this big I don't know, big stone is located. And I don't know how to design this really, but I wanted to make it a place where those campers over here can gather and eat. So there's a feast over here, and thank God that there are a lot of food items in the game already, because when the game started, this is not achievable. Maybe during that time you can place designed huts over here that can look at that can look like food, but although they look nice, they just doesn't look real. So this one's over here, the new food items are very nice. And this is my lighthouse, and I just placed this one for tourists who are visiting. And basically that's it. And since we're done going around the whole island. Let me walk you through the inside of the house. So I've mentioned earlier that I kept or that I turned my house into a small bed and breakfast. So this is the entrance of the bed and breakfast, or the lobby. I have kept all my Christmas decorations, so you can see it here, and I got a little bit lazy about putting stockings, and I just put one there. And this is where you talk to um, the bed and breakfast personnel for your reservation. So if you want to call the personnel, you click that one, just like in hotels. And there's also music over here, and here is my bellboy. And basically I turned some of the rooms into um, bed and breakfast. And this is the first room over here. So this area is good for 2 guests. No, don't do that. So this is good for 2. This is our cabin room. No, don't do that. Oh my god. This is our cabin room. As you can see, it's very cozy over here. There's fire and a lot of books. And then this is the shower area. We have 2 themed rooms, and this is the second one. This is my camping room, and basically the wallflower is the new item, the Aurora Borealis. And you can sit over here, and this is the bathroom facility, and that's it. Our guest is going to sleep over here. This place is good for 1. And then the room over here is my room. So it's restricted from the guests. So this is my office. As you can see, I have a lounge area over here and some boots. And this is where my bed is. No. And this is my bath area. That's how it looks like. And this is my office over here, and there are a lot of documentations, papers that I need to sign for the ranch. So that's where I do all the work. And the room upstairs is actually the biggest room in the bed and breakfast. Basically, this is the suite. This is ideal for couples, and I have gathered most of the antique items. So this is very elegant, and the floor is steamy because there's a bath over here. This is ideal for couples. And that's it. And the lower room is this is where guests can gather around and eat. This is our kitchen facility. Here's my chef, and this is the menu over here. And this is where my guests devour their free breakfast that's included in their reservation. So that's it. And basically that's the whole island. And you've seen the inside of the house as well. I'm not sure because at this point everything is completed already. I don't know what I will do next for spring. Maybe for spring I will be reviving this farm area, and pretty soon I will be taking off all of these items. And um, when the spring comes, I would need to plant some of the pumpkins over here. No, some plants over here, not pumpkins, because they bloom during fall. And I'll take this down over here. I'm not sure what to do, but basically I think I would have an idea as time goes by. But for now, that's how it looks since it's winter. And before we end the video, let me show you, this is the camping area. And what I do is, from my house, I just jump over here and then go through this beach area, and voila, I'm over at Rudy's house. And it's already the urban area where I can access the resident services area, the shopping district, and all. So we're done with the tour. I hope that you liked it, and I hope that you were able to pick up some inspirations in how to design your island. And thank you so much for watching.